I'm just waiting for the go signal so we can start. Okay, we are just. Hello, everyone. I'm Karen, the General Coordinator for Ocean and Antarctic Sciences at the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. And it's a great pleasure to be here with you. It's organized by the MCTI in Brazil and the NOAA office in the US. And today, in the second day, we're going to be addressing issues of oil spill and oil monitoring and Sargassum. And actually, I just want to talk to you about our first day. We had a great session and we had interesting presentations from our speakers. We had David Ligger talking about the GOOSE system. We had Jessica talking about an interesting project that is impact-driven called the Atlantis. And we had Enrique presenting physical and biological aspects of oceanography. And also Sejan Steffin presenting the Institute of National Oceanographic Research from Brazil here that will be operational from 2023 on. And you can watch it. It's on our playlist in the YouTube. But of the day, it's Dr. Paulo Nobre from the National Institute for Space Research, INPE. And Paulo is one of our most important references in ocean monitoring and remote sensing, and is in charge of our new system to monitor oil spill and detection. Please, Dr. Paulo, you have the floor.
Thank you, Karen. It's a great pleasure to be with you all, again with the NOAA colleagues in our second meeting since last year, in which we had pointed so many research points of interest and cooperation. Today, I would like to explain what we have been doing regarding oil spill, preparing the nation programmatically and infrastructurally and modeling, etc., in order to tackle this very daring problem, having to monitor for task and find thickly small ships and even smaller oil spills sometimes. So let me then, I need here to conceive how we are handling this challenge. First, MCTI understood and Brazil understood the need for having a system of systems or a system of multi-user system. And this multi-user system developed from two things. One is an everyday happening. I don't know, I think in the world, that is to have and collected by Ibama airplane is a result of models of operation on oil production. Gas are dumped in the ocean. And this dumped water agglutinates and eventually get to the shore. But it's not just that. It's just not an inconvenience of something. It may be massive, like it happened, that the country could not go without having a systematic approach, putting together all the knowledge we could amass in the country, outside the country, with our partners outside. So you know, right? This was a huge disaster. The oil that reached Brazil in 2019, and the response, the structured response, was this system, this multi-system, multi-users system for monitoring, detection, prediction, and monitoring oil spill. How is this structured? This is what I will deal today. How is it structured? First is the financing. So the National Fund for Science and Technology, through the the MCTI's bank to INPE. But INPE had the challenge to coordinate who knows the status quo, who works and understands about the many aspects of the problem of oil spill detection. That's oceanography, satellite, meteorology, oceanography, etc. So today we have some most of the institution academic enterprise. We have also in SISMON the Navy, the Ocean Authority, the Environmental Authority Agent for Petroleum, and our most recent guy in the corner, the institute in the corner, INPO, that James Steffen spoke about yesterday. So what is the idea? This is an integrated. This is a system that emerged from the collaboration of each and every one of researchers and students that are connected through the network into this undertaking. So 24 institutions and growing. When people and other institutions know about it, they said, we want to be part of it. We don't need money. We want just to be part of it, to use the data set, the wealth of satellite data, models, and the infrastructure that we are building. It's a place, it's a smart situation. It's a place where all the information needed to anticipate, and this is a key term, anticipate, the oil that has been spilled in the water. The aim of the project is to avoid, as that the sources of oil to do this. So in a nutshell, and come with me along this, the components of the model. So the situation room, main components. One is ship detection, and this is key. The oil does not come, well, oil can come from sipping from the bottom of the ocean, but we are mostly anthropic oil spills coming from oil production. So one component of the system is to detect everything that moves, every ship, whether it is coming and going, what it is bringing, it is mineral or it's space, it is going side by side with another ship. So this reality, the situational on who is there, the several satellite, remote sensing satellite techniques used by several of our groups. In the ocean is either oil, it's calm wind, or it's Sargassum, or what. And then when both occur, oil spill dispersion. So we have to have the modeling. I will show you one example in the ocean. Where is it going to go? To do this, then comes the new things. The problem on the project is Ocean Predict. We are building a collection of models and products, all the currents and ocean conditions needed for the three previous components to operate and predict in the case that oil is spilled. Put a set of models and products, high resolution products, are embedded in a smart, what I call smart database. Smart database is a distributed supercomputing network and database that are all the institutions that are part of the system, in which the products that are generated in real time to feed so the algorithms that will give the situation rooms. Laterally here, we have these two green boxes, because this is a 2 to 3 years program initially. And we have one project or study that is being done by the Navy, that is drones, autonomous vehicles, to do surveillance on the spot. And the other one is a constellation of satellites. This project is being done by INPE in such a way that we can specify the frequency, the nature, need to have this smart situation, this smart situation room in place. Now, as I mentioned before, the Navy and the IBAMA are the recipients. They are the ones that will develop the system with us. It's not going to be a Christmas gift. It's going to be a hands-on work together to develop the system. But the ultimate authority to implement, for instance, let me just exemplify what we are envisioning with the situation room data flow. So we have here North tropical equatorial Atlantic, ship tracks. It's a very busy traffic line of ships. And here we have ocean modeling and some kind of output of our currents or temperature, waves, etc. What we do is we monitor with component 1 if these ships are doing what they are expected to do, the speed they are going, or if they are going in circles, they are going in pairs. If anything is detected here that is anomalous, then there is a signal intelligence of signals that puts an alarm and say, I need more images of that particular ship. And this is something that today we don't have. We cannot say, look, that ship, look into it. So this is what the constellation of satellites will provide, what we need to do in order to be able to do it. But the idea is that we can request special sequence time series of SAR imagery on specific points in which we suspect that an oil spill has happened or is about to happen. If agreed, yes, oil spill has been detected, then we feed back here and we request more accurate predictions, current predictions, where this oil is going to go on, and more satellite imageries. And eventually, we can request that a drone will overfly the region to see what. If not, the system stops and keeps into regular operation. Another thing that we are doing is that oftentimes we think about ocean oil spill and think satellites, computers, drones, and models, but the oil end up on the beach. And eventually we step on it. So what we are doing in parallel, we are developing computer vision pre-processing. Here is just an example. It is a work in progress, in which we collect photographs flowing in the internet, in the social media, and some special softwares that people can take a picture and submit the picture to a server. And so we are developing an ability to be able to count if a number of starboards and oil residuals start appearing with a frequency that is beyond the threshold.
Paulo.
Yes.
Paulo, we need to restart our YouTube connection. Paulo, let's resume from those nice pictures.
All right. So this is beach recognition image that INPE is part of. We wanted that